What's going on, guys? We're on another ride home, and I just want to talk about the YCS Lille results. We had the winning deck being Yugioh and also the most represented deck in the top 32. No surprise there. It's kind of unanimously the best deck in the format. It's got some insane tools in Phantom of Yugioh, still at 3. Even if you don't play 3. The fact that it's at more than 1 is kind of nuts and kind of pushes that deck over the edge. Not to mention the insane end board it can put up. 2 Omni Negates on the end board. Plus it plays around Dark Ruler and Droplets. It just doesn't play around specifically Dark Ruler plus Droplet. But as we saw in one of the feature matches, I think it was like top 4s, or maybe it was the finals, I don't remember. But no big surprise that Yugioh took this YCS. Also no big surprise that Plants was the second place deck, especially considering this is a European YCS. Who can be surprised that Plants is up in the top cut with none other than Julius Schwarzkopf from Germany, who is the now new head competitive pilot of the Plant deck, now that Jessica Robinson has quote-unquote retired from competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll see how long that lasts, but whatever. But yeah, so that was the finals of YCS Lille. But if we look at the top 32 breakdown, we have Yugioh with the clear first spot, most represented deck. And then we have Tenpai coming in next with whatever it was. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think it was like 12%, which would be four decks in the top 32. Maybe it was 15%, is that 5 decks? But, and then after that we have Chimera, which makes a really nice representation of 3 decks in the top 32. Chimera with its first significant showing at a YCS. So super stoked about that as a Chimera player and as a Chimera enthusiast. And I'm just gonna plug myself right here, someone who ranked Chimera ahead of Branded Despia in my tier list, and then took a whole rash of shit for it in the comments from all these Branded Andes who is saying, you got Chimera over Branded Despia, this list ain't it. Yeah, well, look now, okay? Look at it now. How many spots did Branded have in the top 32? A whole whopping 0 spots. So you Branded Andes can tone it down a little bit, kind of wake up to the reality that Branded is just not in the top of the meta anymore. I digress. Okay, so, and then for the other spots in the top 32, the significant showings, we had Ritual Beast with 2, we had Labyrinth with 2, we had White Forest, Runic with 3 decks. I don't know if those are all White Forest or there's some stun mixed in there, but and then we also had a White Forest toy deck. I heard it was in the top 32 as well. So actually the toy version is competitively viable, as you guys can see, because it actually managed to top a YCS. So props to that guy who did that. Not a lot of Snake Eyes showing, which was kind of surprising. It's just people, I feel like whoever was on Snake Eye is probably on Yugioh now if they want to stick with the 1-card combo strategy with a lot of hand traps. I think Yugioh just does it a little bit better now. So that's why we kind of saw, or probably why we saw a drop off in the Snake Eyes representation. And it's just like it lost Appaloosa, it lost its Nibiru protection, whereas Yugioh still has Phantom of Yugioh to sit on and kind of just chill. So yeah, that kind of explains the Snake Eye situation. I think the Snake Eye decks that actually did represent were the Fire King variant more so than the pure variant, but don't quote me on that. I haven't really gotten to take a look. But in general, if we look at the top 32 overall, I'm kind of surprised about how diverse it was. I thought that Yugioh plus Tenpai would take like 60%. But in reality, they only took I think 40% or so. I don't have the numbers in front of me right now. I'm driving, but I think it was a pretty diverse YCS, which I'm actually surprised about. I thought Yugioh was far and away the best deck, and granted, yes, it won. It had 2 spots in the top 4, but it didn't just dominate the entire top cut, which was what I kind of expected, to be honest. So yeah, kind of happy with these results. It's a one-off YCS format because we have Rage of the Abyss coming soon, and it's going to shake up everything with Fuvaros. We have Azamina stuff. Maybe the Mermail cards will do something. Maybe Dragon Link will see a comeback with that new Red Eyes card. We'll see. Maybe that's just copium for the Dragon Link enjoyers. But anyway, Yeah, it was a cool event. I watched some of it. I watched the feature matches that had decks that I enjoyed playing or watching, like the White Forest Runics, like the Chimera ones, but overall I didn't really watch too much. I just played this format in a regional 2 weeks ago, so I kind of like understand all the matchups, and I'm looking forward to YCS Niagara, where we're going to see Rage of the Abyss in action and see how the meta shifts with all the new cards. So yeah, that's kind of my take on YCS Lille. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What were your favorite highlights of the event, if there were any? Did you care? Stuff like that. Just let me know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. We'll see you soon.